Hero down on the number and going to get there on 120. How wide? And now on the number and 1 2 down to the number and 2 better than 120 pound and 2 better than 2 better than 2 better than 2 better than 3 4 5 better than 6 better than 27 better than 30 better than 9 130 here to 1 and now 2 down 3 better than 40 better than 35 better than 6 better than 137 better than 39 better than 9 better than 140 better than 10 better than 40 140 toward now on better than 1 better than 2 down 2 better than 3 better than 2 better than 44 5 better than 6 better than 45 6 145 better than 6 better than 10 better than 6 better than 10 better than 6 on to 145 put him on 5059.
Contestant number 2. This will be Dustin Smith from Jay, Oklahoma. Dustin is sponsored by the Fort Smith Stockyards, Moffett, Oklahoma, Sam Chandler, Budge Herbert, and Scotty Smith, and Four State Stockyards LLC, Exeter, Missouri, the Hammond family. Dustin Smith.
Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm excited to be in Dixon, Tennessee. We got a great facility to work in here today. I'd like to thank the Riley family and all the staff. You've done a great job hosting us. I appreciate all the buyers and sellers that utilize the auction markets. You do a great job for us, and I just want to say it is the absolute most exciting and accurate way to buy and sell livestock. LMA does an outstanding job providing for and protecting our industry. I'd like to thank them for their hard work. Mr. Riley, I'm ready to sell some cattle. $1.40, 41, home of the money, $1.02, home of the money, $1.03, down on the minute, $1.44, home of the money, $1.55, down $1.46 here. It's 7 here, home of the money, $1.47, 8 at 9, 8, 8, 8, $8 here, and 48, $9, 9, home of the money, 9, now $1.50, $1.50 here, home of the money, $1.50, home of the money, $1.49, 50, now $1, $1.51, 1, home of the money, $1, you're out, sir, $51, 2, $1.52, and 3, $1 here, home of the money, $3, now 4, 4, home of the money, $1.54, $1.53, 4, home of the money, $1.53, now 4, 4, 4, home of the money, $1.53, home of the money, $4, and 4, and 4, and I'm going to get sold to cattle, 153.
Contestant number 3, Stephen Godert from Dillon, Montana. Stephen sponsored by the Montana Livestock Auction, Ramsey, Montana, Blake Newfer.
Thank you very much for the introduction, Russell. I'm incredibly honored to be here, ladies and gentlemen, and I'd like to thank the Riley family and their entire crew here at Dixon Regional Livestock Center for hosting the 57th Annual World Livestock Auctioneer Championship. Friends, they pulled all of the stops to make sure that this was a first-class experience, and they did absolutely that. I'd also like to thank the Livestock Marketing Association, not just for their efforts here this week, for the contest and for the convention, but for representing and supporting our industry throughout the entire year, be it on the front lines or behind the scenes on the state, but more importantly on the federal level. Thank you for what they do year-round. Speaking of years, guys, as producers, these have been extraordinarily difficult and tough years, be it the volatility of the market, a pandemic, or the harshness of Mother Nature. So I want to thank all the producers, the farmers, and the ranchers, not just here in the volunteer state, but throughout this great nation, that continue to trust us with your livelihood. You guys believe that the best value for your cattle is to sell at auction at your local sale barn, utilizing the auction method for true price discovery. Last, certainly not least, all of you guys, all of you bidders and buyers, we really appreciate you guys. We couldn't do it without you. Mr. Riley, I'm ready to go work for you. Hey, look at that here, guys. You're going to be black-hearted. You're going to be heifers here. You're going to look at it here. How many dollars on pair? $140 one. $40 I want a bit of 41, a bit of 2, a bit of 43, a bit of 43, a bit of 2 up top 3. I'm trying to bit of 44, a bit of 45 here, and bit of 44, 5, 6 here. 46, and bit of 45 here, 600, and bit of 45, 6 here. So 47, and bit of I'm bows. I'm over here. 46, 7, and bit of 47, 147. It's 7, and bit of 47, and bit of 46 here. 7, and bit of 47, 147, and bit of 46 here, bit of 47. Sell the cattle to you, $146 bid.
Contestant number 4 be Mr. Will Epperly from Dunlap, Iowa. Will is sponsored by the Dunlap Livestock Auction, Dunlap, Iowa. Jim J. John Shaben. West Point Livestock Auction Incorporated, West Point, Nebraska. Jim Shaben, John Shaben, Brian Brewster. And S&B Cattle Company, Lexington, Kentucky. Eric Barber, Scott Booker, and Chuck Stapleton.
Well, thank you, Russell, and ladies and gentlemen, it's an honor to be here. I come from the state of Iowa, and I mean, in our region, we're a little bit dry, but to see this rain down here and the grass and growing, and after the year we've been through, and us coming together and back as unified as we are today, it's amazing to see. Guys, I've got some great people standing behind me, and those are my sponsors and the guys I get to work with every day, and they believe in this way we're doing here right here today, and that's the true auction way. And I think every livestock should be marketed through a ring just like this. Guys, I got to thank my family for supporting me all the way through this. I like to thank the LMA for being the voice, not only for livestock markets, for our cow-calf producers, and for everybody that feeds cattle and backgrounds cattle, and thank you, LMA, for doing that. Jeff, I'm not going to take any more time. Let's crack a gate and go to work. Oh, these would be the Johnny Moore cattle right here, guys. These calves have been weaned. They've had their shots. They've had 1 round total of them, and they have been started to the feed. Here you go. What are you going to do on him, Jeff? 180. How wide? I'm going to get 2. We're going down to get 2. 82, 3, down to get 4, 2, 8, down to get 4, down to get 5, 6, down to get 6 and 7, 88, down to get 9, 90, down to get 90, and 190 down there, down to get 89, down here, down 90, down to get 80, down to get 90, sold about 189.
Contestant number 5 is Mr. Jacob Massey from Petersburg, Tennessee. Jacob is sponsored by the Mid-South Regional Livestock Center, Lebanon, Tennessee, Tim Riley. United Producers Incorporated, Fayetteville, Tennessee, Jimmy Jennings. United Producers Incorporated, Columbia, Tennessee, Josh Woodard.
Well, thank you, Russell. Guys, it is an honor indeed to be here with you today. I don't want to take up much time, but I do want to thank my sponsors, as Russell mentioned. I do want to thank the LMA, and I want to thank the Riley family and all the guys involved here at Dixon Regional for putting this deal on. They've done an excellent job. I know it's a lot of hard work that goes into it, and guys, I just want to thank you. Jeff, with that, I'm ready to go to work. Back on lot 2, he says. 145, 600, 6 here, 7, 8, 9, 50, 1, 2, 3, 4, 53, 4, 153 here, 4, 154, 154, still up here, 153, that's 185, you want them on 6.
Contestant number 6 is Jeremy Miller from Fairland, Oklahoma. Jeremy is sponsored by the Welch Stockyards, LLC, Welch, Oklahoma, Dale and Nikki Peterson. Parsons Livestock Auction, LLC, Parsons, Kansas, Wade and Kristen Dillinger.
Thank you, Russell. Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's great to be in Dixon, Tennessee. The Riley family's hospitality really has been second to none, and I appreciate it. I'd like to thank you producers for an outstanding set of cattle here today, and I want to thank you buyers who are in these seats week in and week out, help us find top dollar for the producer. With that said, Jeff, I'm ready to go to work. All right, we'll be working on the Rod Barnes cattle. Around here, they'll be weaned 60 days, 2 rounds of shots, and these steers are bunk broke for you. $175, now 6. Here 5, here 6, 7, 8 here to 9, here down 80 down a bit, 81, 82 down at 83, on have it under 82 down here to 83, where 82 here down 83, on have it under 2 down at 183, 82 here down 83, on have it under 2 down at 183, here down everybody else, on have it under 182, here 3, Solom at under 82, 163 on 45.
All right, we're going to bring in contestant number 7. This will be Zach Ballard from Mount Vernon, South Dakota. Zach is sponsored by the Presho Livestock Auction, Presho, South Dakota, Ron Vollmer and Cody Vollmer.
Well, Russell, thank you very much for that introduction. Well, ladies and gentlemen, friends and neighbors, I'd like to thank you all for coming out today. I'd like to take a second to thank my sponsors down there, Presho Livestock, Ron and Cody. I'd like to thank all you producers and buyers alike. Without you guys, everything we do would be in vain. So I sure appreciate the Rileys putting on the contest and the LMA, and I think with that, let's go ahead and sell some cattle. Hey, you going to work for Hamilton Farms, guys. Steers and bulls mixed now. Don't say anything about weeds or shots. Hey, a little smoky. What'd you say? 140? 140. Now what? Another 40. How to get it? Another 41. 2. Now 3. 43. 44. 45. How to get it? Another 600. 7. To get it? 47. You're both 46 down here. 7. 8. 40. 40 down to get it? Another 50. And now 1. How to get it? Another 50. Now 1. Here we go. $1.50. How to get it? Another 50 and 1. So $1.50. $1.50.
Contestant number 8 will be Curtis Watovic from Fullerton, Nebraska. Curtis is sponsored by the Fullerton Livestock Market, Fullerton, Nebraska, Ken and Lou Riken. West Point Livestock Auction, West Point, Nebraska, Jim Shaben, John Shaben, Brian Brester. Bassett Livestock Auction, Bassett, Nebraska, Jake Maurer and Shane Kazer. Erickson Spalding Livestock Market Incorporated, Erickson, Nebraska.
Well, thank you, Russell. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Curtis Witovic from Fullerton, Nebraska, contestant number 8. What an honor, what a privilege it is to be here in Tennessee. I'd like to thank the host market, the Riley family, doing such an outstanding job, laying out the red carpet for us, outstanding cattle. And also like to thank the producers, the consigners, the buyers, everybody that makes this thing happen. And I'd like to thank the LMA for the year-round effort, the hard work they put in to preserve and protect this industry. We thank you guys. With that, let's trade stock. Going to work for David Green on some big strings here, guys. Oh, right there. They are weaned 2 rounds of shots in them, guys. 2 rounds of vaccinations. Done it right. Now, Green family, 77 heads. 77 head in town. Weaned and 2 rounds of shots. Hey, good kind. Wow. Oh, down there, jet black. Down there, down. 125, $126. Right, 120 pound in the bit of here. Down 120 pound in the bit of there. Don't get the bit of here. 7 about. Down Pete at 8 in the bit of 20. Hates her. Down 29. 29, 30. Down 30. Down there, bit of there. 130. Down 130. Down there, bit of there. 130. Money up there. Down 130. Down there, bit of there. 130 to buy. Down 130. Down 30. Anybody else 130? Down 30. One sir. Give one. Down 1 in the bit of half wide. 30 pound. Down 150. 1 half. 1 in the bit of there. Half down 2. 30. 2 50, not 2 but hand 33, 33 to the there, down 3 in the bit on there, and 3 in the bit on there, and 33 to my 3 in the bit on there, and 3 hardly done, but he got it 133, told him 132 and 50, 132 and 50.
Contestant number 9 will be Lander Nicodemus from Cheyenne, Wyoming. Lander is sponsored by the Torrington Livestock Markets, Torrington, Wyoming, Lex Madden, Michael Schmidt, and Chuck Peterson.
You bet. Thank you, Russell. I am Lander Nicodemus with Torrington Livestock Markets in Torrington, Wyoming, and it is a great privilege to be here today, guys. I'll tell you what, I truly believe this. The livestock producers of this great nation raise the safest, they raise the most sustainable, and they raise the best darn protein that money can buy. And I tell you, I believe it is and will be the future of this nation. The work of the LMA and the great markets here, guys, that provide the most fair and competitive market is crucial to their survivability. With that, Mr. Riley, I'm ready to go to work. All right, still working on the David Green cattle, guys. They've been weaned, had 2 rounds of shots. It looks like, here we go. Oh, baby, looky here now. Watch him in. Oh, nice black heifers. My goodness. Wow, looky there. Yes, sir. $1.25, $6 down, $7 bid to get down, $8, $9 down, $30 bid to get down, $1 bid to get down, $31 bid to get down, $30 $30 bid to get down, $2 bid to get down, $3 bid to get down, $2 bid to get down, but had 3, and $33 bid to get down. How about you, sir? 2.5, 3, and $33 bid to get down, 2.5 bid to get down, but $3 bid to get down. Hurry done now. They're the kind. 33, and $3 bid to get down, 2.5 bid to get down, $3, $3. Sold them to you. $132.50, $186.
Contestant number 10 will be Zach Zumstein from Massey, Idaho. Zach is sponsored by the Treasure Valley Livestock Auction, Caldwell, Idaho, Bill Davison.
All right, first off, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to thank you all for having us here. I tell you what, it's an honor and a privilege to be here competing with some of the best auctioneers in the business here, and I'd like to thank my sponsor market, Treasure Valley Livestock there in Caldwell, Idaho, my family and friends for all supporting me, my beautiful wife Cheyenne here, and my boys Leo and Wade for helping me along the way, guys. I got a lot of people to thank, and I also like to thank the Riley family here in Tennessee for helping doing on everything, guys, and most of all, I'd like to thank LMA for helping us be here and allowing us to promote the auction way of marketing and supporting True Price Discovery. With that, guys, I'd like to get started. I believe I got some work to do here. I work for Barry Sugg now, guys. These cattle here they've been weaned up, 45 days on them. They've had 1 round of shots, guys, given the IBR there. And I'd like to thank Mr. Barry Sugg for being here today. I'm excited to sell your cattle, and I appreciate the opportunity. More to come on them, guys. Look at these good cattle here, guys. Good Tennessee blacks in here. A good set of steers for you guys to get rolling on. All right, guys, they're weaned up. They had their shots. Let's go to work on them here. What are you thinking on them?
$1.55, here down with a mama to be 55, $6 down with a mama to be 7.50, $8 down with a mama to be 58, $9 here down with a 60, $61, here down with a mama to be 2, $63, here down with a mama to be 4, $65, here with a 66 and 7, here down with a 80, $69, $9 here down with a mama to be 69, sir. I get 8 but 9, here down with a mama to be 69, $9 here down with a 70, monkey down with a 71, $1 then down with a 2, $72, here down with a mama to be 2, I get a buck 71, middle down with a mama to be 72, I don't miss some good cattle here, here down with a mama to be 71, but $2 down with a mama to be $2 down, mama to be $2, sell them right there, $1.71.
Contestant number 11 will be Tim Yoder from Montezuma, Georgia. Tim is sponsored by the South Central Livestock Incorporated, Fitzgerald, Georgia. Tom Stripling, Upson County Livestock LLC, Thomaston, Georgia. Aaron White, Anna White, and Don Sutton.
Well, thank you, Russell. I can say it's been a great privilege being here over the weekend and seeing individuals from all across the country come together and discuss ways that we can better our industry. I want to thank the Riley family and the host market here. You folks have shown us a good time, and it's been an absolute privilege to sit behind your block and sell cattle today. Folks, I'm excited to see some competitive bidding, and let's crack the gate and let's roll them, guys. All right, guys, the gate's open. There they come. Good heifer. All right, guys, so good little light heifer calf here, guys. All right, how many dollars there? Then 345 here, guys. How many dollars on $1.30? Now one. 130's here, gonna be one. I won that $2.90, $3 $607. Hey down $8, down $8, down $8, down 38. No 9. 130 down 40 there, down 1 down 41 $2 $44 143 44 43 $45 down 45 $44 45 144 45 44 45 so 144.
All right, we're going to go contestant number 12. This will be Alex Anderson from Abington, Virginia. Alex is sponsored by the Wythe County Livestock Exchange, Wytheville, Virginia. Mike Anderson and Danny Reynolds.
You bet. Thank you, Russell. Ladies and gentlemen, foremost, all the glory and praise to God for allowing us to be here today. I think that credit's due, that had it not be for the buyers and the sellers, we wouldn't have the opportunity to be here today. And, it's an end of an era for some and a beginning for others, for the buyers. And certainly want to thank the Riley family, all the integrity and the family love and support that they've poured into this thing. You consigners and the local people, you're dealing with a wonderful family, as you know. Not telling you anything that you're unaware of. LMA, everything they do for the industry day in and day out, all the programs, all the assistance, everything they do to back us day in and day out. And it's certainly a privilege to be here. And thank you. Mr. Riley, we'll sell stock. You man, gentlemen, bull cattle, whip head, hounding in the mound here now. Hounding in the mound, 120 now high. 120 now high, hounding in the mound, 222, hounding in the mound, 334, hounding in the mound, 555, hounding in the mound, 6 there, 7, hounding in the mound, hey, and hounding in the mound, 30 here, 1, hounding in the mound, 1 hounding in the mound, 130 here now, 1, 2, and down 3, hounding in the mound, 33, hounding in the mound, 2, 3, hounding in the mound, lights haul, and 132 now, 3, hounding in the mound, 3, hounding in the mound, so 132.
Contestant number 13 will be Colton Brantley from Modesto, California. Colton is sponsored by the Fresno Livestock Commission, LLC, Fresno, California. Phil Twos and Cindy Twos.
Good morning. My name is Colton Brantley. I'm from Modesto, California. I'm here today representing the Fresno Livestock Commission, and I'd like to thank my sponsors, Phil and Cindy Twos from Fresno, for all their support. I'd like to send a special thanks out to my wife, my family, my friends, my circle at home. Without them, I wouldn't be here today. A special thanks to the Dixon Regional Livestock Center for all their hard work, the Riley family, and their legacy, guys. And just a fantastic opportunity to be here to sell cattle, and I'm ready to go. All right, guys, these they don't have much of a wean on them, guys, but they're going to have 2 rounds of shots. Okay, here they go. And what do you got there? Now, what you say? Now, 155, 6 here. Now, but it's 7, and now, but it's 6, now, 7, 8 to the now, 8 to the 9, on or 9 to the $9, $60, now, to 60 to go, now, 1, yes, 61, 2, to the 1, 3, 3 to the 1, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 67, now, going to be 7 a bit, 7 by 7 to go. When you get 6 here, now, 7, on down, 6 here, 7 there, now, going to be 7 a bit, 8, now, going to 8, 8, 8, now, going to be 6, 8, and now, where'd you go, sir? 9, now, 9, now, going to be 9, 9, 6, 9, 70, now, 1, now, 1, 2, now, going to be 2, 2, 2, going to be 71, 2, 171, 172. I have 171, 2, sold 171.
Contestant number 14, Ben Morgan from Oregon Cave, West Virginia. He's sponsored by the Cattlemen's Livestock Exchange, Lewisburg, West Virginia. Brandon Myers and Laramie Myers.
Thank you very much, Russell. Ladies and gentlemen, what an honor it is to be here in Dixon, Tennessee this morning, to be able to compete with all these fine contestants from all over the United States. Before I get started, I want to thank the LMA for all they do for buyers and consigners and markets, all sorts of producers across the country. Without them, what we do would certainly not be possible. And I'd like to thank my sponsors, Cattlemen's Livestock Exchange, Lewisburg, West Virginia, Brandon, Laramie Myers, and the Riley family for all they've done for us thus far. With that said, I'm ready to go to work. I'm at a $1,021,000. I'm on 21 down to $2 on them, and I'm at a $1,003,000. I'm at a $1,004,000. I'm at a $1,024,000 and 5 at a $1,600,000 and down 7 here. I'm at a $127. 127 now. $800. I'm at a $1,008,000. 127 at a $1,008 on them, and I'm at a $1,008,000. I got you, sir. 127, 8, 9, 129. Now you go. Now 30. I'm 30 here to mom at a $1,002 and a $1,032. 131. But I'm at a $1,002 on them. Sold them 131. What I'm on.
We're going to start off with the contestant number 15. This is Andy Baumeister from Gold Lake, Texas. Andy is sponsored by the Lamb Passes, Cattle Auction Lamb Passes, Texas. Andy Baumeister, Meridian Livestock Commission Company, Meridian, Texas. Mike Dommel, Barbara Dommel, and Matt Dommel. And Producers Livestock Auction Company, San Angelo, Texas, the Cargo family.
Hello, everybody. I am Andy Baumeister from Goldthwaite, Texas. Boy, it sure is good to finally get to be here and compete. A big thanks to the Rileys for staying hooked over the Corona deal and hosting this contest. They've done a great, great job, and it sure is good to be here. I want to thank my sponsors. I want to give a shout out to my crew at my home market, Lamb Passes Cattle Auction, Lamb Passes, Texas. I've got a great, great crew, and I sure couldn't do it without them. And a great big thanks to the LMA for putting on these contests and for all they do for the markets and the dealers. As a market owner, it's sure nice to know that they've got our backs and they're standing in our corner working for us. With that being said, I'm ready to go to work. What do we got here? Hit 145 here, light and good. 7, hit 7, 5, sit here. Hit 5, 7, 9, 9, 50. Hit 180 down 2, 80 down 3, 80 down 2 and 3. Hit 3, $3. Hit 3 and 4, new fire, 54, 5. Hit 5, 6 here, 80 down 5, 6 here, Mombo. Hit 6, 80 down 5, 6 here, all done. Not had, 80 down 55, 80 down 6 here. Sold the cattle, $1.55, but I'm on 152, but I'm on 25.
Contestant number 16, Wade Lice from Boyne City, Michigan. Wade is sponsored by the Northern Michigan Livestock, Gaylord, Michigan, Frank Lice, Mitchell Livestock Marketing LLC, Mitchell, South Dakota, Marion Russ, and Don Stang.
Well, thank you very much, Russell. It is a thrill to be here at the World Livestock Auctioneer Championship in Dixon, Tennessee. I want to quickly thank my sponsors and hope that we make them proud here today. My parents up in Northern Michigan Livestock, and then Marion Russ and Greg Russ and Don Stang there in South Dakota. Those guys have taught me more than I can comprehend on a weekly basis, and I appreciate what they do for me. Like to thank the Riley family, and then behind the scenes, of course, Robert and Lisa. This sale's just been moving right along, and those guys, general manager here, done a phenomenal job. So I want to thank them, and also the Livestock Auction Committee, the WLAC committee, for the work that they do in keeping this contest what it has been for the last few years, and really something we aspire to. Russell, there's 29 guys willing to take your seat. We're ready to go. All right, folks, got good cattle here in central Tennessee. What are you going to do there? Steer cattle? 175, 6 here, and $176, 7, 8, and 8, $9, $80, $1, $82, 1, 2, 3, 83, $82, get $83. I get 2, 3, 83, and get here, 83, and 9. Sold cattle, 182.
Contestant number 17 will be Daniel Mitchell from Cumberland, Ohio. Daniel is sponsored by the Jackson County Regional Livestock Market, Ripley, West Virginia. Roger Mitchell and family.
Well, thank you, Russell. I appreciate that very much. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to take a quick second this morning to thank my sponsors and my consignors back home for believing in me, selling their cattle each and every week. I want to thank each and every consignor that's here today to believing in selling your cattle at auction. The auction method, true price discovery here today. I also want to take a quick second, thank the Riley family. You guys have done an outstanding job, and I mean that. Second to none. Thank you. Other than that, we got a contest to carry on. I'm here to sell some cattle, so let's go to work. All right, we're going to be on Eugene Foster's cattle right here, guys. These cattle are weaned 1 round and on feed. Cattle have been weaned 1 round and on feed. Green sign line, I tell you what. Here we go. Good little heifers. All right, here and a good heifer here down to 140 on 1. Little arm 40 here to 1, down 2, down 3, down and 4, 4 down and 5. We doing it a 600 here to 700 here down and 8 on 9 and a $50 here to 1. Little arm 50, 1, 2, sir, now 2. I get now 1, 2, now 3, sir, now 53, 53, 3, now 4 down and 5. We doing it a 600 here down and 5, 6, 7. $1.58 here down 9. I get down 9 here and 58 on 9. We doing it a made it 8 on 9 here to 58 on 9. We doing it a made it 158 9. I get 8 now 9, sir, now 9 and a mouse so 158.
Contestant number 18, Neil Beret from Weber, Kansas. Neil is sponsored by the Mankato Livestock Incorporated, Mankato, Kansas. Scott Green, John Russell, Kelly Beret, and Neil Beret. Sullivan Sales Company, LLC, Sullivan Grove, Kansas. Toby and Heather Meyer.
Thank you, Russell, and I would like to take just a second to thank my sponsors once again. I'd like to thank the Livestock Marketing Association for what they do supporting and protecting the local livestock auction markets just like this one. I'd like to thank the Riley family and the entire crew here at Dixon Regional. You talk about hospitality has been absolutely second to none all weekend long. Without further ado, let's go to work. On pound heat on to get a pair of little heifer dolls on to get a hit on to get a 10 11 $110 $11 here 12 heat on to get a 13 13 14 15 15 16 17 here on 17 17 on to get on 18 18 19 here on 19 20 here on 1 here on 21 2 9 2 9 2 now 3 4 24 5 on 25 here on 4 5 here on 21 5 24 25 on to get a 4 now 5 sold them 124 put them on 186.
Contestant number 19, Lynn Langvert from Chapman, Kansas. Lynn is sponsored by the Clay Center Livestock Sales Incorporated, JC Livestock Sales Incorporated, Clay Center, Kansas, and Langvert and family. Pratt Livestock, Pratt, Kansas, Mark Winter and Brian Winter.
Russell, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. I'm honored to be here. I'd like to take a brief moment to say thank you to the Livestock Marketing Association, of course, the Riley family, Dixon Regional Livestock, thank you so much for your commitment to us as livestock auctioneers. Certainly your producers, also your sellers and buyers. Thank you to you folks. It's a little special for me to be here today, and I'd like to just briefly tell you why. In 1983, my father sat right behind this market right here in the WLAC. And today I get to check off one of my bucket lists because I get to sit in the same seat in the same contest today, and I thank every one of you for making this possible. Thank you. Fancy little light black-coated heifers, gentlemen. Take a look at them here. 135, 6, I'm going to better 136, 7. Whoops, 7, I'm going to better 7, I'm going to better 8, $8, 9, I'm going to better 140, I'm going to better 140, I'm going to better $2, I'm going to better 2, 2, 2, $3, I'm going to better $4. Whoop, $5, 6, I'm going to better 7, I'm going to better 46, 7, I'm going to better 7, 7, I'm going to better 147, I'm going to better 6, 7, I'm going to better 7. So 146.
Contestant number 20, Trey Norris from Portales, New Mexico. Trey is sponsored by the Clovis Livestock Incorporated, Clovis, New Mexico. Charlie Rogers.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Trey Norris from Portales, New Mexico. And hey, I'd like to thank the Riley family. I did learn one thing this weekend. If you take 10 people around here, 8 3/4 of them, they'll be a Riley. You could throw a rock and you can hit just about any one of them. But I'd like to thank my sponsors, Charlie Rogers and Cloves Livestock Auction over there. I've had a lot of really good mentors, and one of them that's kind of in particular, and if any team ropers are in the building, he used to announce a bunch of Marky Keeney is where he come 1983, he come to the contest here, and that's kind of dear to me because Arky, he helped me a lot. And first day I walked into Clovis Livestock Auction, Arky sat me down and he said, "Son, what are you going to college for?" And I said, "Well, sir, I'm going to for business and emphasis in marketing." And he said, "Well, what are you going to market, cattle?" And I said, "Yes, sir, I'd love to market some cattle." And he said, "Well, let me tell you something, big boy." He said, "You sit on down here and start raising your hand. In an hour, we'll get your master's and your PhD in 2. I said, "Okay." Well, I don't think I'm going to enroll in your program, but it was pretty good deal. But LMA and the consigners, hey, you consigners, what pay the bills around one of these places, and we're really happy for you to be here. And with that, I'm really ready to sell some good Tennessee cattle, gentlemen. Hey, Kyle Grizzard weaned 1 round of shots, gentlemen. There they are. Here we go. We impaired down, number good boogers right there, 155. We impaired down, $50, the bills on 6 and 7, here, where, but 8, the 9, and the 60. We impaired down 1, 2, the 3, the 64, and the 66 to the bill, come along here, get 7, the 8. 168, the 67, here, and 8, sold cattle, 167.
Contestant number 21, Justin Maben from Bakersfield, California. Justin is sponsored by the Western Stockman's Market, McFarland, California. Justin, Jennifer, Dwight, Maben, and Helen Maben.
Thank you, Russell. Do appreciate it. Glad to be here today, and just want to say a big thank you to the Riley family. Dixon Regional Livestock Center, everything guys done for us this year and last year. It's been a long time coming, but we're all back together. Couldn't happen without you good folks. Big thank you to Livestock Marketing Association, everything guys do for the livestock markets and the industry. And also big thank you to all you buyers and consigners for coming out here today, for doing your business on a competitive cash market through True Price Discovery. I'm ready to go right to work for you good folks. Let's do some business. Oh, look at there. Heifers and a nice hit. Yes, sir. But 130, not 1. And thinking now 1. But 131 and 2, 2, 131, 2. But 131 and 2, 134, 5. But 135 down 6, 7, 130 down 9. But 140, not 1. And down 2, 102, your turn. 42, thinking down 3, down 4. But 144 down pound, 145, 6. But 140 pound, you're in, you're out. But 140 pounds, 6 here, 100 pound, 6 here, 140 pounds, 6. Sold us good cattle, 145.
Contestant number 22, Vern Yoder from Dundee, Ohio. Vern is sponsored by the Muskogum Livestock Auction Company, Zanesville, Ohio, Denny Ruff, Mount Hope Auction, Mount Hope, Ohio, Thurman Millet, Chester Millet, New Holland Sales Stables, Incorporated, New Holland, Pennsylvania, David Kolb, Bloomfield Livestock Auction, LLC, North Bloomfield, Ohio, Heath Davis, and Penns Valley Livestock.
Well, thank you. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Like he stated, my name is Vern Yoder. I come to you from Dundee, Ohio. I'm blessed to be your contestant number 22 today. I want to thank you for joining us today at the 57th Annual World Livestock Auctioneer Championship. I want to take a moment and thank the great people behind me, my family, the sponsors that I get to work for, and the great producers that I get to represent in the great industry. I want to also thank the Riley family from A to Z. Great inspiration that you all are. Whole weekend along, I've enjoyed it immensely. I want to also thank the Livestock and Marketing Association, what you all do, if it's right here at ringside, True Price Discovery, or working behind the scenes for us and working for us as a people at all times. Thank you for what you do. Mr. Riley, I'm ready to go to work for you. Good right here. Good steer calf, male calf, head down here, I'm going to get a big 130, no one, outside, at 32, 30, 10, 10, 10, 30, bound to 10, 10, 33, 30, 35, 30 pound, down 5, at 136, 30 pound, 16, and 30 pound, 16, and 30 pound, all in, all done, I'm leaving 30 pound, 16, and pound, 6, so 135, and put them on 185.
Contestant number 23, Chuck Bradley from Rockford, Alabama. Chuck is sponsored by the Montgomery Stockyards LLC, Montgomery, Alabama, Jerry Etheridge, S&B Cattle Company, Lexington, Kentucky, Eric Barber, Scott Booker, and Chuck Stapleton, Bodog Farms, and WG Livestock.
Well, thank you, Russell. Riley family, y'all seen a lot of contestants today. We're going to get right to it. Thank y'all for your hospitality here and the hard work all day. We're going to push them in and push them out. LMA for putting this contest on, guys. It has been a year and a half of hard work, and everybody's felt this COVID deal. And I don't know if y'all have done it today, but I'm going to give the Rileys a round of applause for what they've done and still continue with this contest. Jeff, Randy, I appreciate it all. Thank y'all. With here, down to the down to get 152, down to the down on 2, to the down 152 and 4, down to the down 3 to the down to get 4 and 5, here on 6, down to the down on 7, down to the down on 8, to the down 158 to the bill, 157 8, down to the down to get 9, down to the down on 8 on 9, down to the down 158, here on 9, down to the down 8 to the down on 9, 158 down on 9, down to the down 58 to the down here on 9, 9 to the down 8, 9 60, down to the down to get in Jesus 60, 61, down to the down to get 1 more, 161, down to the down here on 60, here on 1 down to the down down to get and sold cattle 160. Put them on.
Contestant number 24, Dakota Davis from Waukomis, Oklahoma. He is sponsored by the Enid Livestock Market, Enid, Oklahoma, and the Caldwell Livestock Market, Caldwell, Kansas.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you. It's my pleasure to be here today. You know, I was back there in the holding room, and you've seen a lot of auctioneers come through here today, and I get this question at my livestock auction markets, and today I've got the answer. They asked me, how do we keep this industry going that we all love and that we all get to take part of? And the answer today is family. It finally dawned on me as I watched these Riley family kids come back there and they bring us food and they ask us if we need drinks. And you see the rest of the Riley family running up and down these halls trying to take care of people, and there's more out back that are sorting than the families that are here. This is a family business. We have an opportunity to be here and let our kids watch us and let us. My kids are right up there today. They get to watch us do what we love, and that burns a passion inside of them. That's how we endure all these challenges that we've been through in this industry. And today I finally had the answer to my question. I'll be able to answer that when I get home. It's family that makes this deal all go. I'm proud to be here to represent the LMA family, the Riley family, the producers family, and the family you order buyers that are here today. With that, I'm ready to go to work. Oh, we're going to work on these weaned and 2-round shots cattle here. There's 18 of them all total, guys. 18 of them. High and dollar 35 on the steer cattle. 136 here and 7. 137. I gave it a dollar and 7. $8. 109 40 dollar to bid $1 to $5 and 2. 2 bid and better than $42. 2 2 3 3 bid and $44 to $5 and $5 to get 46 here and $7 to $5 and $8 to $5 and $9 to bid 50. 51 1 2 2 2 bid and $3 $1 bid and 52 53. 53 3 3 bid and 52 get bid $3 $5 and bid and 52 get bid $3 bid 52 get bid $3 $5 and 52 and 3. Sold them right there. 152 buyer 185. Please put them on 6.
Contestant number 25, Chris Pinard from Swainsboro, Georgia. Chris is sponsored by the Jackson Regional Stockyards, LLC, Jackson, Georgia, Barry Robinson, Southern Livestock, Oak Park, Georgia, Clay Floyd, Cody Copeland, and Dustin Miller. American Livestock Exchange, Swainsboro, Georgia, Clay Floyd, Cody Copeland, and Dustin Miller.
Thank you for that great introduction, Russell. Ladies and gentlemen, I know you've heard it all day, but it is a wonderful, wonderful privilege to be here in Tennessee with all you guys. We've waited 2 years to be here. I'm not going to take much of your time, but I do have to thank my sponsors back home for providing me with this opportunity. I sure hope I make them proud today. Thank you, buyers, sellers, producers. I've been putting on this deal, and the Riley brothers. Like I say, once again, the whole gang here at the stockyard have been trying to do this for 2 years, and they've done an excellent job. They have not let off the gas. I'm not going to hold you up any longer, Jeff. I'm ready to go to work for you, buddy. Hey guys, good set of the cattle coming in the ring right here. No wean on them, but 2 rounds of shots, guys. Steer calves are going to be. What do you say, Jeff? Look at it, 150. Look at it, 150. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 58. Excuse me, man. 58. 57. 57. 57. Here we go. Out of gate, boys. 58. 7. You say it. 57. Anybody else here? Soda 157, but I'm on 185.
Contestant number 26, Philip Gilstrap from Pendleton, South Carolina. Philip is sponsored by the Lawrence Livestock Incorporated, LLC, Lawrence, South Carolina. Clay Ellison, Christopher, and Misty Powell. The WNC Regional Livestock Center, Canton, North Carolina. Stephen Matthews.
Thank you, Russell. Ladies and gentlemen, what an honor it is to be here with you today. First and foremost, I'd like to say thank you to the Riley family. Their hospitality has been second to none. I'd also like to say thank you to the LMA, the AAC committee for the endless and tireless efforts and all that they do. You, the judges, for taking time out of your busy schedule to be here with us. You, the buyers and the sellers alike, for believing in the auction method. That said, guys, let's go to work. All right here, guys. Have a girls right here. You bet, all right, here, down, 128, and 9, 9, 30, 30, 31, 131, and 2, 2, and 3, 4, 4, and 3 and 4, $134, 4, 5, 135, 6, 136, 136, 6, sold them at $1.35.
Contestant number 27, Brandon Hamill from DeMar, Kansas. Brandon is sponsored by the Farmers and Ranchers Livestock Commission Company, Salina, Kansas. Mike Sample.
Well, Russell, appreciate that introduction. Folks, I'd like to take this time to thank my sponsors. I sure appreciate them back home. I'd really like to thank the producers, the Riley family, and of course the LMA for all they do for this industry, folks. With that said, sir, I'm ready to see some cattle, guys. All right, fellas, cattle wean men, 3 rounds of the vaccine, boys. Take a look. Take a look, little green cowgirls. 130, oh my. 30, 31, 102, 2 to bid, 3, 4, 5, 3600 ounce, 8, 40, 1, 42 down, 42 to buy, 2, set on something, 141, 152, put them on 40.
Contestant number 28, this will be Leon Castleman from Long Lane, Missouri. Leon is sponsored by the Buffalo Livestock Market LLC, Buffalo, Missouri. Lyle Castleman, Leon Castleman. The Windsor Livestock Auction Incorporated, Windsor, Missouri. Rodney and Tiger Drennan, Blake Drennan, and Jake Drennan.
Thank you, Russell. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. It's my pleasure to be here with you today. I'd just like to take a quick time here to thank my sponsors for making it possible for me to be here today. But most of all, I want to thank the Riley family for rolling out the red carpet for us auctioneers. I tell you, we've never wanted for anything. We've never went without. Thank you to LMA. Thank you to producers for bringing their cattle here and trusting in true price discovery. I'm ready to go to work. How the cattle going to be weaned 2 rounds, boys. You talking about green good here. $45, 600, 145 money, 600, 700, 48, 7, 48, 9, 50, holding and done, sold to you $1.49, $185.
Contestant number 29. This will be your last contestant for the semifinal round. Contestant 29, Cecil Paz from Portales, New Mexico. He is sponsored by the Big Spring Livestock Auction, Big Spring, Texas. Gary Jones.
Well, thank you, Russell, for that introduction. I am sponsored by Big Spring Livestock. My name's Cecil Paz. I'm from Portales, New Mexico. I'm your final contestant for the semifinals. Let me tell you what. Thank you to the Riley family. I don't know if there's a bar for hospitality, but y'all set it pretty dang high, and a lot of us thought the same thing, so I appreciate that. To the Livestock Marketing Association, y'all had 2 years to put this thing together, and it's been phenomenal. All the contestants are happy. Everyone's happy. The ladies backstairs, they're happy. Ron and Lisa in the office. And let me tell you one thing. I'm the last guy to go. If those 28 gentlemen that came before me did not get you excited about selling livestock at a live auction barn, gentlemen, I do not know what's wrong with you. It's been a fantastic competition. And that's all I can say for now. With that being said, let's go to work. A little heifer here. You do down to get down at $1.21. Down, get it at $1.20. Get it bond, get it into that one. We'll pay one down, one money down. We'll be back at $1.21. Two down to get in to get that $3.23. Put it up 4 down 5. 24 and 5 down to get in that 5 600 down. $1.26 and 7. $1.27 to be a day to buy. Down 22 down 27 to be able to get it in to get in to get in now. Down 29 30. Down 31 down. Get it at 30. Get it at bond, but just be last, sir. 31. We'll pay one down. $30. Get it at bond, get it in to get in to get in at $1.30. So $30. 152, is that right, sir? On 5.